Have you noticed that you are having very intense dreams that seem very vivid, so vivid and so real to us that when we wake up, we have a very big sense that that was a true experience? This idea that we are truly in that space and we are feeling that space, it's all encompassing. Our whole sensory being has been activated. And so we feel like we've actually been in that experience. And so when we wake up and we come into this reality and this experience, sometimes it feels like these don't match and they don't connect. So if we start going in the traditional way of interpreting dreams and doing all that, and we start to psychoanalyze them, we can start distorting what is truly happening here. So let me give you a picture of what seems to be moving now in our world and how quickly we've got to learn to process. Our dream world is helping us to do this. So we know that we are shifting into a whole new dimension. We are shifting into new realities, heightened awarenesses. Our intuition is awakening. And we're stepping back into the connection with the divine guidance. So as we are doing this, our energy is uplifting and our vibrational frequency is uplifting. We are elevating this frequency of this being. And so higher frequencies are able to come into us. So if that is what is happening into us, almost as if we could just see light, one spectrum of light before, and we kind of worked in that one spectrum of light. But now we can see the full spectrum of the light. And so we can work in the full spectrum of light. We can work in all the different spaces of it. So imagine that your dream time is you being able to work and process on these different levels, different dimensions, different awarenesses. And perhaps we are being called now to show up not just in this human body, in this mortal life, with this connection that we have to all those around us, and do the work that is significant. With a bit of luck, we are doing that. But perhaps we are being asked to do deep and profound healing on other levels of awareness, other dimensional levels. And perhaps the only way that we can connect into that is in the dream time. The wonderful thing about that, if we could say that perhaps that is a truth, then the wonderful part about that is that while we are in the dream and we're having the full exposure to that experience and being fully immersed in that experience so that we can have it as an awareness, we are having it in a dream time, but not in reality. And this is great because in reality, we know what we do. We start blaming and shaming and judging and feeling bad and guilty and shameful. And we start bringing all these other low vibrational frequencies into that experience. And then we distort it and we forget that actually we're having the experience to feel it, and then through the feeling of it to heal it. If I can feel it, I can heal it. So if we can understand that us having that connection, this experience in whichever reality we are in, we are also the connecting point to the one who can heal it. As soon as we have clarity and we step out of the clutter and the chaos and the mess, and we can step out of that and we can witness and observe, we can pay attention to what has awakened us or what has urged or brought itself to our attention. If we can pay attention to that, then we can work in that. But if we just allow it to swamp us and overwhelm us, then it pretty much feels like we're drowning in it. So if you are having these kind of lucid dreams that seem so incredibly real, but when you wake up, there is like, okay, that wasn't real, but what on earth is going on? And do I need to reprocess the way I am in this life? And do I have to start adjusting my life, my lifestyle, my thinking? What do I have to do? Yes, it's possible that that is also a piece of it. But perhaps we could entertain the idea that we are working on multiple levels through multiple timelines, multiple dimensions. And because we agreed to be here and to be healers and holders of love and light, that we can also do that in the dream time. So if you've had one of these dreams that are really impacting upon your awareness, and you wake up feeling discombobulated and you don't know what to do with it, allow yourself to have the luxury of the idea that you're a healer and that it is simply calling you to do some deep and profound healing in that space without having to have the rupture of the chaos of the real life experience, real inverted commas, life experience that we are having here. So that you can work cleanly now. You can go back into a little bit of a sleep. If you can do that, do it. Close your eyes, go back into the sleep, go back into the dream, and start to look at it again. Start to look at it as the one who is observing it, and let it play out again. We have this immense capacity to do that, to rethink and re-see. So imagine that you can do that. Go back, close your eyes, go into the dream, start to feel, start to get a sense of what it is that is trying to nudge you and awaken you. And when you find what it is, when you sense what it is, where the pain is, you know you've connected into a place of deep and profound asking for healing. So let's just hold this as an idea, as a possibility. And let's start imagining that we can do the healing, not just on this dimension, but on many, many. And perhaps this is what is being asked of us, because there is too much stuff for us to heal. We've got to do this rapidly now, and we've got to be able to do it in a very different way. Perhaps this is what is awakening us. And maybe your dreams truly are your greatest gifts. So allow yourself to feel that and just see where it takes you, and honor it. If it feels like a truth, honor it and go there. And if it doesn't feel like a truth for you, just let it go. It's fine. Thank you for you.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors.